So I work at a martial arts school in New York City, and every single day, across different families, across different students, I observe the same pattern. So parents are really listening to their kids. They're trying to be considerate. They're trying to be conscious. They're trying to actually do what a child loves. But that causes a problem. So I see a lot of students coming in, doing a 30-minute class, a 40-minute class, and for some reason, a 12, 13-year-old boy, he feels tired. He should not, but he feels tired. And I think in this case, at least what my dad would do, he would tell me how it is important to persevere the pain, keep going, because in life you will need to do that. What I see people do here, they're just giving their consent. Okay. Oh, you're tired. Okay, I'm not pushing you. That's fine. Just don't pressure yourself. These kind of dialogues, that kind of approach, especially in young men, it causes no good. It causes no good. So it doesn't really. I wish parents watch this and recognize themselves in that situation. You don't do good to your child by allowing him to actually give up every single time he feels tired. What do you mean you're tired? This is training. You're supposed to be tired. You've been working out for 40 minutes, actually doing nothing, just running and jumping a bit and doing these, taekwondo forms. You feel tired? What the hell are you going to do when you grow up? When you have to face challenges, when you have to persevere in business, you don't have money, you don't have nothing to eat, you have to live somehow. How are you going to persevere this? And this is how we all, I'm new to America, but I observe it every single day. I observed it a little bit when I was in Moscow, not to that extent. Here people are trying to consult with their kids. How the hell are you going to consult with somebody who is 10 years old, 9 years old? How? Dude doesn't even know what he wants to do in life. He knows nothing about life. You've given him comfort, you've given him everything, and then out of the blue, you're like surprised. Oh, so my son is 22 years old, and he's out of nothing, he's suddenly a drug addict. He's an alcoholic. He hasn't even achieved anything, basic things in life. I was married by the age I was 22. My son is doing nothing by the age of 22. Of course. Because while you're working your full-time job there, your son is doing nothing. Then you're bringing your son in here, or your daughter. Out of the blue, she doesn't feel like doing taekwondo today, and you're saying, okay, don't pressure. No pressure on yourself. That's fine. Just enjoy your workout. It is not working like that. You don't enjoy things in life, usually. You don't enjoy them. And I'm telling it out of my own experience. When I was 10, 9, 8, 7, whatever, when I started doing taekwondo, I remember myself not wanting to do taekwondo. I remember myself wanting to do soccer, but at least I was ready for the pain. I was ready for the pressure. I just wanted to do soccer because it was more fun for me. It was my dream, etc. My dad made me do taekwondo, made me do martial arts, and I don't regret it even 1 minute. Not even a pinch of regret in my heart. You know why? Because then I come to America, I look at people's eyes, and I see fear, and I see confidence in myself. When I walk in the streets, I can walk in any neighborhood, and yeah, some neighborhoods are different, some neighborhoods are dangerous, and you expose yourself to certain type of danger when you can't actually do much, when somebody's with a gun, a knife or something. But at least I am well above average in terms of confidence. When I look at young men here, I see that these people, they're not going to lead nation to something good. These people are produced by easy times, by comfort, by giving up. These people, unless they change, they're never going to be champions. They're never going to make America great, for example. These people are never, at least from what I see here, from what I see in the streets, from what I see in the schools, from what I see everywhere in New York. I see few strong men. You're just a small cohort of men that I can really call strong. Other than that, you speak to women here in New York, they're so, I don't want to swear, but they're so considerate about their personal boundaries, about all these principles, about, you respect me, I respect. At the same time, these same girls are posting half-naked pictures on Instagram, whatever they post them, But they ask you to be respectful of them and aware of their personal boundaries. What the hell is that? And you know whose fault is that? This is our fault as man. Because we consent. We will say, okay, we agree, because we're so afraid of losing even that chance. I want that chick so bad that I'm okay with tolerating this kind of thing. Because we don't see value in ourselves. Although we should. We provide, we make money. We should be strong physically, we should be strong mentally, we should be strong financially. But I see even dudes who have all these components and still not being confident in themselves. You know why? Because the system, the society breaks you down. You don't want to be tolerant, you don't want to be considerate, you don't want to be so empathetic. Then we're not accepting you. You know why? Because there's this other dude, his name is Joe, he's also making this kind of money. He's also fit. He looks like a model. He works out 6 days a week. But you know what? He's so afraid of losing me, so he's able to tolerate all of my whims and cater to all of my whims. This is what we have today. And I'm not really sorry. I know that I became oddly, I don't know, emotional about this, but this is what I see. This is a great country. It gives you a lot of good chance. It gives you a lot of good opportunities. You meet with good people here. You have freedom here. But I see it all breaking down just because we, as a man, for example, are okay with all these nonsense, bullshit expressions of liberty, of freedom, of tolerance, etc. It's a high time. It's a high time we all goddamn wake up and try to understand that if we keep on going like that, we will only produce, generations of extremely weak people. Even now, what I see in New York, I wish people here saw my group mates in Moscow. I wish all these people saw my friends in Tajikistan, how we grew up, what kind of challenges we had. I'm not even talking about, other people that I know, even in Russia, in Caucasus, in Dagestan, in Chechnya, in English. All these people, they would absolutely break every single man in the streets. Every single man. They would absolutely demolish him physically, mentally. That's why you all guys love Khabib. That's why you all guys, respect Russian fighters, for example. These guys from Caucasus. Go to UFC and watch. Almost 30% or 40% of all UFC champions, they're from Caucasus. You know why? Because people are brought up in a certain manner. There's no room for weakness there. There's no room for weakness. And you guys sitting in here in one of the, probably the richest country in the world, you're tolerating this shit. You're tolerating your kids being weak, overweight, unfit, losers. And then out of the blue, you're like, it's so hard for men, in their dating life today. Men are being almost oppressed in this country today. It's so hard to get a good woman. Of course it is. Of course it is. If I were a woman, I wouldn't like to be with these kind of men either. But these girls just see that they can get shit tons of money out of that Joe because he's not confident. Because when he was young, when he was little, his parents, instead of pushing him harder, making him achieve something in his life, because he's a man, they were like, okay, I saw that video on psychology. I saw that famous therapist and that self-love expert and coach telling that you should not push kids, you should be soft on kids because it will demoralize them. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? So my question today is, when are you all gonna wake up? What should happen for you all to wake up? Should you see like 50, 60 years of 50, 60 years of next generations fail? Do you want other people to come in US, to flood US, and to push your kids out in the streets? Well, if that's what you want, fine, we can wait 50, 60 years. But why? Why wait if we can change right now? I strongly encourage every single parent, especially if you have a kid who is a boy, a boy, go and make your kids train. Really make them train. And never think about anything else. Okay, these may not be martial arts. No martial arts. Okay, okay, no problem. You don't want your child to experience childhood trauma because you didn't let him pursue his dreams. No problem, no problem. Let him go do soccer, but make him train as hell. Hard as hell. So he sweats there. So he sometimes he almost throws up there. He should go through this as a man. If you want him to be able to protect his wife, himself, his children, and to be a good man in the future. If you're not, if you don't agree with me, if we are not on the same page, please, kindly, I'm asking you, express your opinion in the comments. I believe we can have some constructive debate on that.